And good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. Another morning marine layer out there. I'll tell you about the weather in just a moment. On our show today, I am going to talk to Dawn Hibbs, and she oversees the Friendly Visitor Program with your Social Services Department. A fantastic program, and she'll give us kind of a rundown of how you can get involved, either as a visitor or perhaps you know someone who would like to have someone visit them. So we'll talk about that. Then we have some segments with Jennifer Carmarker of The Globe, going to give us all the latest headlines. Also with Chuck Holland, our Broadband Services Director, and we're going to give a broadband update. And then the Pageant of the Masters, a segment that Lisa did, and they start up, I think it's like July 6th or 7th, if I'm not mistaken, that they open up officially. Of course, that's also the Festival of the Arts, Pageant of the Masters, and across the way is Sawdust, so all kinds of things going on very soon down there in Laguna. Now, as far as meetings go today, we have the Thrive Project, or excuse me, I'm reading it out of order here. We have the United Architectural Control and Standards Committee. That's always a long title, but they're at 9:30 at 6:30. They're at 9:30 in the Sycamore Room. Then we have the JRF Agenda Prep, and that is 9:30 in the Willow Room. These Agenda Prep meetings, by the way, is when the board sit down and kind of detail and kind of hash out what they want at their next general board meeting, and that's why they're open meetings. You have the right to go in there and say, hey, you know what, there's something that I would like to see on the agenda coming up, and they'll look into it. So that's GRF, Third, United, they all do that. Then if you would like to take the docent tour today, you certainly can. You need to call 268-2040. That is the RSVP that you need to do. 1 o'clock, and they will, by the way, you can also email them at docent@vmsinc.org and let them know. And I'm going to see if they have it listed here. No, there's no room listed where they're going to be meeting at, so that's why you do need to call to kind of wait and see how many people are going to show up. Finally, if you live over in the Towers, Mutual 50 has their regular monthly board meeting today at 2 o'clock. Now let's get to the weather, and really the same thing for the next 5 days or more. A slight change in maybe the temperatures, but we're going to see this morning marine layer. As you've seen, some days are thicker than others, a little bit thicker today, and some days are not. But really, you can see what's going to be happening. I'm not being lazy putting out the same thing every day, but that's exactly the trend we're in. This is June. We get the morning June gloom, and just depending, it may last till 9 in the morning. It may last till 10 or 11 in the morning. You can see the temperatures will stay somewhat consistent, and again, depending on the marine layer. If we see the marine layer subside a little bit quicker, those temperatures will be a bit warmer. But overall, nice, pleasant weather coming up. And as you've seen, we have had just beautiful afternoons and just nice evenings. We did see the fog come back in yesterday evening. I want to say, right around 7 o'clock or so, it started beginning to creep into this area. So the June gloom pattern is on, but I kind of like it. We have nice cool overnights and in the mornings, then it gives way to wonderful afternoons and evenings. Let's take a look around the county and beyond today. And as you can see, the beach communities will average about 73 down there in Laguna area, and the rest of Orange County will be in the low 80s. Down in San Diego, 79 degrees, and also up in Lake Arrowhead, 81, and Palm Springs holding steady at 110 degrees out there. So if you want it warm, go out there, but I like how it is right here. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Dental health is important, and it can be tough to find the best fit for your needs. Flora Stenger General and Specialty Dental Practice covers most of my dental needs in one location. Their on-staff specialists provide seamless services and communication between me, my doctors, and my insurance company. Located right down the road from Laguna Woods, our bus service stops right in front of their building. For the first time, I'm getting the dental care I need with the treatment I deserve. And my dental health has never been better. Call and book your first appointment today. I'm glad I did.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Welcome back. Well, we have Chuck Holland here, our Information Services Director, and he is our broadband guru, and he has tons of great stuff to tell us about today, don't you?
I sure do.
Lots of good updates.
Yeah, I have a couple of things on my agenda to discuss today, but first and foremost we want to talk about is, here it is in 2018. We started off the year with a pretty aggressive plan to remove our analog channels from our lineup.
Right.
We've removed about 15 channels so far this year. Mm-hmm. We have about 35 analog channels left on our network. The next set of channels that we're going to be removing from analog will be on July 9th.
Okay.
So on July 9th, you see on the screen here, there's some channels that we have not removing, they're just coming off of analog. They're already being broadcast in standard definition or high definition, depending on the channel.
Okay.
What you can see here, we got the Hallmark channel, TNT, the Oprah Winfrey Network, Lifetime, FX, Turner Classic Movies, and TBS Superstation.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, if you have a set-top box, a digital TV, or some type of DTA, there's no impact to you. This is only impacting those folks out there that have the old tube-style TVs, that those channels will no longer be appearing on those televisions.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to get rid of your analog channel, your analog TV. You can get a set-top box for $7.25 a month to keep that old tube TV alive. But we recommend that you just contact Broadband Services, get a set-top box, and just do it that way, or just go buy another TV.
Well, right, because the
Yeah.
TVs today are really quite inexpensive.
Yeah, $150 to $200, you get a decent TV, and that
Right.
TV will be much better than the analog TV that you have now. And then you
Exactly.
won't need a box. You won't have to spend any extra money if you buy
Oh,
the TV.
yeah, perfect.
Right.
All right.
So that's really good. So it's coming along by the end of 2018. We'll be a fully digital cable TV operation.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And then you've got some high-speed information?
Yeah, as long as we're really calling this whole overall effort the broadband improvement process. 'Cause
Right.
when we have all of those analog channels out there on our network, they take up a tremendous amount of transmission capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So in combination of reducing the number of analog and also doing some very aggressive technology infrastructure updates, we're really going to increase the speed of our internet services.
Okay.
You can see right here, right now, we have about 9,700 subscribers that we have who are paying for internet services now.
Okay.
With an infrastructure that was originally designed for just a few thousand people. But look what's happened in the last 10 years, 5 years with smartphones. We have smart watches, smartphones.
Right.
We have cameras, televisions, Roku units, anything that has, it's a device, it's on a network, it needs internet access. So we're basically, with those 9,700 subscribers, we kind of know how many devices out there on the wire on our network because of the different various IP addresses and MAC addresses that we have. There's over 25,000 devices that connect to our network on any given day, which include printers, watches, smartphones.
Right.
When this technology was first rolled out and this infrastructure was first built, partnering up with West Coast Internet, people had a PC in their back office, and there was only one device on the line. So what we're seeing now is multiple devices, average 3 devices per home for those 9,700 subscribers.
Right.
And what we're noticing is, with the infrastructure updates that we're doing, is the more devices that are on the line, the slower the connection
Exactly.
gets.
I was going to just ask you about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do here is we're not going to be increasing the speed of our internet access, but what we're going to be doing is giving you a more steady, constant speed, giving you a wider channel for all your devices to be able to be hooked up simultaneously without any signal degradation.
Oh, that's
those,
great.
yeah. So those are the type of services we're working on. We feel that the speeds that we have, we're offering now, they're competitive with Cox and Time Warner, but we want to make it better, make it more consistent. So when you do have your tablet on, your smartphone, and you're trying to watch Netflix and you get the buffering blue wheel of death, you want to make sure you get a good experience there. So that's what we're doing on the high-speed internet.
Is that like a fiber optic?
It's not really fiber optic. It's called a cable modem termination system. So we're doubling up on that technology and increasing the speed.
Okay, and the impact to, is this an underground situation?
It's actually,
Okay.
with this equipment that's being worked on now, it's going to be at the head end. We're going from a 1G network to a 10G network.
Okay.
So some switches, some head end equipment, and the CMTS itself is getting replaced. West Coast Internet, they're taking that challenge on. They have some obligations to our clients, their clients as well, to provide the best level of service they possibly can.
Okay.
At the most affordable price.
Oh, so there really won't be an impact to anybody,
No.
typically?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely not. The only thing that you should see is an increased level of service. There will not be any increase in cost at this time.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Good news, good news. Okay, so
Yeah.
the whole home DVR, I know we had a good discussion about that. What does it entail?
Okay, so the new whole home DVR, this is the technology that we rolled out earlier this year. We're kind of doing a soft sell, a soft rollout here because we
Right.
don't want to swamp the system. Really, the whole home DVR, it's just the latest and greatest type of DVR technology. The existing DVRs that we have in place right now, they have 2 tuners, they have a limited amount of disk space. The new whole home DVR, it has 6 tuners. What does that mean? That means I could watch 6 different programs at the same time, so I can record 4 programs and watch 2 programs all at the same time.
Okay.
So it's got more channels, more ability for you to be able to schedule and record your shows. It also has a larger hard drive capacity, and it's more than just a DVR. It also hooks into your home internet, where you can now, through that device, you can stream Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and it has a whole variety of games and applications that you can install on that unit.
Okay.
So that was technology we rolled out. We started doing our first installs in April. We have about, there's 68 DVR devices and 70 client devices out there, so we've got 138 installs under our belt.
Right.
We have a list of about 100 people who are still waiting to get the new services installed. But if you call Broadband Services and you want to get that the new whole home DVR solution installed at your home, call Resident Services.
Okay.
949-597-4600.
Okay.
Tell them you want the new whole home DVR.
Okay.
One thing about the whole home DVR that you'll see, it's a TiVo product, and TiVo is
Right.
kind of a household name, right?
Right.
This is something that we partnered up with our TV co-op to put together the best pricing we possibly could, and so now we're offering it to the residents. So it's pretty cool.
So for some people, though, this might be pretty overwhelming.
Yes,
You know, I mean, that's
absolutely.
a lot of different things that they're just not used to. So if somebody was looking into it and they need to do more research or education, do they contact Resident Services about how to go about it?
Yeah, well, you can go online. There's plenty of videos.
Okay.
They're all educational videos on YouTube. You can Google it. You can look at the type of TiVo technology out there. And you're right, that technology might not be for everybody.
Right.
But we have demands from 2 different types of clients. We have our long-term residents who probably still have some of those analog channel televisions, and we have our newer residents who come from some other area in Orange County where they're expecting to have these newer services.
Exactly.
So if you don't want to get involved with the the whole home DVR, you can just keep your TV as it is, plug it directly into the wall, and you can channel surf and use
Right.
your clicker as much as you want. For the new folks coming in who want all the high speed, Hulu, Netflix, they want to
Right.
be able to record all their various shows. We want to offer services for those folks as well. So
Right.
we gotta cater to both.
Well, I would imagine that your numbers are going to start to increase as other people recognize what you can have
Yes.
with the new system. So,
Agreed.
all right, great. And then the new, let's see, Resident Services check-in
Right.
is a bit different.
Yes, that's different. So you may have noticed now when you come downstairs to the lobby, there's a kiosk right by the concierge area where you have to check in. And people are like, well, why is this is so inconvenient? Why do I need to do this? Well, what we really want to know is we're trying to track metrics. We're trying to do the best possible job, have
Right.
the right kind of staffing down at Resident Services, so when people do come into the office, you don't have to wait in line for 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Right.
Matter of fact, you don't have to wait in line at all. The idea is for you to be able to come in, register. It's very simple. You register your name, your manor number, and what service that you're here for.
Right.
That puts you in a specific queue. Right, you have a maintenance queue, you have a broadband queue, you have a gate clearance queue. So we have individual dedicated resources working those queues. So as soon as you register, we can, from the time that you register, from the time that you're called, from the time that you reach the window to the time that you're serviced, we're collecting all of those numbers.
Right.
So we're making sure that we're keeping your wait times less than 5 minutes. We make sure we've gotten rid of all the lines. So now, if you're in the queue, you'll get your name called, and you can sit down and enjoy the company of the people there waiting in the room as well. Watch Village Television while you're in the room. and then get an overall better experience.
Right.
We know we just finished our whole complete month of using the system. We had over 4,000 registered guests come into the community resident services. Way more than we imagined. We were loosely keeping track of these numbers by the people doing Excel spreadsheets.
Right.
For instance, at window number 9, where our broadband services are, Angelica does a great job of tracking all the information, but once we started seeing the real numbers, she's actually taking 3 times as many visitors as we thought
Wow.
she was.
Right.
So the number 1 visitors that we get down there is for gate clearance and gate passes. The second one is for maintenance requests. The third is for manor alterations and permits, and the fourth one is broadband services.
Okay.
Now, you can go down there for all different types of services, but off the top of my head, those are the 4 top categories.
Right, right.
So it's a pretty impressive tool. We're going to expand on that right now. We're going to get another kiosk in there it's going to be in the doorway, so you don't have to go to the concierge office. You just walk right into resident services and use the kiosk inside resident services.
Okay.
It's something we're going to be adding pretty quickly.
Well, that's good information, primarily for the wait time, and I wish the banks would do that, because I don't think they staff well enough when there is a peak time.
Right, yeah, and that's a great point. So not only these reporting tools that we have, not only can we tell you what agents are doing well. We know if one agent is down there and they're consistently doing having 25 or 30 visits per day, but we have somebody else who's doing only 5 or 6 visits per day, we have a couple of issues. We may have a training issue, or we may just have the wrong type of person in the wrong window.
Right,
So
right.
Those metrics are helping us identify that and just give an overall better experience.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, let's touch quickly on the library center kiosk, and then you have security vehicle update.
Yeah, what we're trying to do with the idea of introducing all this technology, dwelling live, our resident check-in services, and now what we're adding is at the library we added a few kiosks. Right, we have a couple iPads there that are locked down in kiosk mode, so you can go down there, you can look at your newspapers, you can check Yahoo, YouTube, check your email, surf the web, do all the kind of stuff. There's a couple shots right there. It's very minimal. A couple devices that are there. There's only one button. Everybody's kind of scared. It's like, I don't have a training class to use the iPad. You don't really need a training class. There's only one button. It's on, right? And then it's only got one app, and it's the web browser.
Oh, perfect.
So it's very, very simple. And we appreciate the supervisors over at the library. They work hard to keep that facility in tip-top shape. It's super immaculate. It's beautiful. But just like any other places in the United States, the people don't go to the library anymore. Everybody has access to the internet, right? So all the information they need is there. So what we're trying to do is make the library a little bit more attractive. Again, the people over there who want to use crossword puzzles continue to do so.
Right.
Those people who want to come in and surf the web, you can do that too.
Well, right, or maybe you think of something while you're in there, and that's access for you.
Absolutely.
And it's a good introduction too.
Yeah, absolutely. And also keep in mind, there's at all the clubhouses and all over GRF facilities, there's also resident Wi-Fi.
No.
I have a lot of people who have given up on that Wi-Fi. Oh, that Wi-Fi, it's too slow, it's old. Da, da. Don't forget, last summer we replaced all of the Wi-Fi equipment at all the clubhouses, including the library, historical society. Try it again. And you don't have to log into it or do any kind of confirmation screen, but try it again. It works much, much better.
Excellent, excellent. And then security vehicle updates. We've been hearing a lot about this.
Yeah, we've been hearing. The reason why I wanted to bring this up, I don't work for security, but I know we've had some instances you may have seen in the paper with some of these mailbox break-ins and some of these investigations that are going on for home theft and so on and so forth. What we want to be able to do is equip we're doing everything we can to support Chief Moy and the security initiatives. One of the things we're doing is equipping all the security vehicles where they have real-time access to vehicle information, license plate information, resident information, guest information. So when they see a problem and somebody reports it, they don't have to drive back to the headquarters, the security headquarters, to pull this information up on the computer. They'll now have a computer system, if you can see here, dedicated, just like a police vehicle, right in their vehicle, where they can check any information, send and receive emails, get notification and alerts from headquarters. They can also, again, look up vehicle information, look up camera information. So it's going to be an outstanding tool. We want Chief Moy and the security team to be as efficient and as effective as possible. So we felt the need to be able to put those devices in those vehicles.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good update on everything. Good job. Like I said, I'm sure you'll have a lot more people that'll be interested in all of the DVR stuff.
Yes, excellent.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And remember, broadband services is located on the first floor of the Community Services Building. We'll be right back after this.
The Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
And welcome back. Dawn Hibbs is with you right now with your Social Services Department. She oversees the Friendly Visitor Program. And Dawn, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you today. And you want to, well, first, before we get into one of the reasons you're here, tell us about the program. There might be people that aren't sure what it is.
The Friendly Visitor Program has been in existence for about 15 years now. And it was begun to reach out to the residents who could no longer join some of the organizations and get out into the community. It was a way to bring the community to people who not only were homebound, but wanted extra company. So what I do is I recruit residents to visit other residents who want company. And in that vein, I'm especially looking for volunteers who are men, because we have men who want visitors.
Yeah.
And yet men are less likely to volunteer than women. Now, I'm not saying I don't want the women too, but I'm especially looking for some gentlemen. And what you would be doing is just twice a month going to a resident's home and talking with them, having a conversation maybe about sports, about their past experiences, about their family, bringing out pictures, developing some kind of relationship and bringing company to someone who would be alone.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because I think in general, men want to, you know, they don't mind a visit from a woman, but the point is you can relate to things that, whatever it might be, even if you were both in the service at one time, you talk about that or whatever. So do you have any men right now?
I do have about 5 or 6 men, but they're all visiting people.
Okay.
And some of them are even visiting 2 people because we're short on men.
Yeah.
And that's why I would like to see a few other gentlemen step up. As I say, it's a commitment. Well, there's 4 hours of training. This would be at the end of July. And then after that, you would be committing to 2 hours every month, and that doesn't seem excessive for anybody to fit into even a busy schedule.
Yeah, so that's nice. Now, if somebody wants to do this, they get a hold of you, and then you every couple months you have sort of a training. Is that what you do?
We've only been training a couple of times a year, but we're starting to need more volunteers, so I am adding a training this year.
Okay.
So yes, I train usually every 2 or 3 months. So.
Okay. And any age, as long as somebody just has the desire to do it, and then how do you match people up?
When I have the opportunity to match them, that means that I have to have a kind of a surplus of volunteers.
Yeah.
And that would happen after training. Then I look at their backgrounds. I ask about the background of the volunteer, and I ask about the background of the person who is accepting the volunteer. And I try to find something. Maybe they both enjoyed golf, or they both came from New England or whatever.
Okay,
and
so there's
that's
some
like
connection.
A commonality,
Yeah.
yes, right.
Yeah.
And that works well, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And if two people don't seem to be hitting it off, we can always try something else.
Yeah, well, that works out for people who want to get involved and yet not put in a lot of time. I guess if they want, they can put in more time, but
yes,
that's not bad at all. So if there's some men out there who would like to do this, we have the number up on the screen, and they can call that.
Yes.
And kind of get started and find out how to go about it.
They would come in for an interview. I'd explain everything, and then there's 4 hours of training on 2 separate dates. And after that, you're a friendly visitor for the rest of your life.
Okay, that's great. So the number you see on the screen, 597-4376, and you can stop by if you're in the building, just downstairs at the Social Service Department, and someone can come out and talk to you. If Dawn's not here that day, someone will get your information, and I think it's a great program.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Anything else you'd like to add today? Anything else you could you are looking for down there?
You know, I don't want to discourage women from coming forward too, because we always have more women wanting volunteers than men.
Okay.
But I'm particularly low on men, but I want women who want to serve the community also.
All right, and by the way, the number I gave is the same number if you want to request to have a visitor, right?
That is my direct number.
Okay, all right, very good. Dawn, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. Thanks for all the work you folks do down there.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
All right, good to see you, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
We are at the Pageant of the Masters rehearsal tonight, behind the scenes with Diane Chalice Davey, and she's going to give us an inside look of what it takes to be a volunteer here. Well, thanks for being with us.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm happy to let everybody know in Laguna Woods how easy it is to become a volunteer backstage at the pageant.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the theme tonight to start. Under the Sun, how did you guys come up with that?
Oh, well, I came up with it, Under the Sun. We really wanted to pay tribute to our history here in Laguna Beach. This is an important anniversary for Laguna Beach Art Museum. It's their 100th anniversary. They started up in 1918, and we are going to portray some of their history, pay tribute to some of their artists and the great folks who started the museum.
So obviously, Under the Sun, it could embody anything as you had mentioned. Tell me a little bit about some of the things you're going to cover.
Oh, we're going to cover a lot of topics that have to do with being under the sun, specifically artists who use the sunlight to paint beautiful watercolors and oil paintings. The Impressionists, of course, will be featured in this year's show, as will, we will also talk about the history of Laguna Beach and the founding artists of the local art museum, and also the artists who started Festival of Arts and Pageant of the Masters.
Now, one of the pieces that we're going to see tonight, I think, is called Surf Riders. Tell me a little bit about that.
Surf Riders is a really fun and colorful painting. It was painted by Rex Brandt. Rex Brandt was a very famous watercolorist who had a studio in Corona del Mar, so he was a local guy. He was really ahead of his time because this painting is rather abstract, and he painted it in the late 1950s, and he called it Surf Riders, so he really forecasted a big trend in Southern California.
So what does it take for, now there's how many different people are in that particular art?
Oh, I think there's 6 or 7 people. It's hard to tell. You really need binoculars to tell how many people are in there because they're wearing highly unusual costumes, and their makeup is very unusual as well because it's all with bright colors and interesting shapes.
Okay. And now let's get back to the volunteers. Pretty much all of this is made up of volunteers, correct?
Everybody you see on stage is a volunteer. So all our cast members have signed up in January, and we had this big casting call, and we needed to put together a cast of over 300 people. So we have 2 separate casts of 150 each. And we also need volunteers to help us backstage too. You can imagine it's very difficult to organize everybody who has to get made up and in costume and get them on stage at the right time. So we have runners, we also have volunteer makeup artists and dressers and headpiece people, and even some volunteers in the coffee bar.
All ages too?
Oh, absolutely. Our youngest volunteer is just a little over 5 years of age. And people who are retired love to volunteer. Over the years, we've had many residents of Laguna Woods participate in our show, and some of them come back year after year because they make so many great friends.
Now, what is the process of becoming a volunteer?
Well, it's pretty simple. If you missed our January casting call, you can still sign up throughout the year to be a substitute. So if you call our casting department and want to volunteer, you can talk to Nancy or to Paul in our casting department, and they'll advise you as to what is the best way to volunteer.
And what are can you give us a little secret of maybe some little tidbit about this year's theme or this year's show?
Well, you mentioned surf riders, so you might know that or figure out that we're going to have a big end of Act 1 extravaganza with surf art, and we will have some live performers. We're going to recreate some songs that the Beach Boys made famous, and I'm really, really happy about that.
And one thing that I think is amazing is that I'm backstage and I'm looking at the art itself, but when it all comes together, what are the elements that really, really change the way it looks?
Oh, I think just performing here in Irvine Bowl is extra special. So many people in the Southland don't even know that there's an amphitheater here in this beautiful canyon. We're surrounded by eucalyptus trees, torrey pines, sycamores. It is just beautiful. There are 2,600 seats, and you know, we're almost sold out every single night. It's great. There's a wonderful atmosphere under the stars. So just being here is magical, but add to that the orchestra, a live orchestra in our pit down there, and the wonderful narrator Richard Doyle, who a lot of people know from his acting roles at South Coast Rep. The beauty of stage design on stage, you add all those elements together, and it is magical.
Exactly. All right, and we are going to go ahead and find some of that magic down in the makeup room, so stay tuned. So I have, and it's Adrian, right?
Correct.
I have Adrian here, who is the centerpiece for the Surf Riders artwork. Tell me why you keep coming back.
You know, it's the camaraderie of the team. I call it summer camp because we all get together and we enjoy each other's company, and we do the show at the same time. It's a nonprofit. It goes to a very worthy cause, and it's fun. So.
Well, I noticed you were hugging a lot of people here, so you know a lot of folks. You're trying to get that makeup on them.
You know, the truth is people volunteer because they enjoy volunteering, and so it's natural that you get along with the people that you're working with because you're all here for the same reason.
Right. So we are in the makeup room, which is where all of the makeup gets applied before they go upstairs to get into the paintings. And over here we have the makeup supervisor, Betty. Let's see if we can get an interview with her. Betty, we'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
So how long have you been volunteering here?
This is my 46th year.
46 years. You must have seen some great stuff come and go.
I was born here.
You were born here. Tell me why it's so much fun.
Well, look at all these neat people I have here. And I have a good crew, so that helps. And they work real hard, and I don't yell at them a lot, so it's okay.
And what is actually going on here?
They're actually doing the makeup. It's rehearsals, and they're doing those 3 pieces we just talked about, I showed you. And then they'll go up on stage. You'll be able to see them on stage. And then I get to go home.
Well, hi, Barbara. How are you?
Hi.
Who are you?
I've been here 20 years, and that's new.
And that's new. Okay. And what are you doing today?
We're doing, I think, the Virgin Mary here.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to have her put her hand like this.
Oh, right.
So what we're trying to do is make her look like that. So
oh, gotcha.
hands are in the positions, and that hand's
Ask
underneath
the
there.
girl how long she's been in the show, too.
How long have you been in the show?
I've been in the show 11 years.
11 years. Well, that's great.
And her whole family's in the show.
Oh, have they really?
Yes.
Why do you keep coming back?
Well, my mom is pregnant with me here, and my sister also, my older sister, and we just keep coming back.
Wow.
Are
Your dad is in the
My dad's in the Last Supper.
Oh, wow. A family affair. That's great. Well, why do you like coming back?
Well, I started when my kids were in the show, so I wanted to do something besides sit on the patio. And once you get hooked, it's just your summer activity.
Yeah, well, it's mesmerizing. All right, so tell me how you do this.
So we have a list of instructions, and we're given the colors, and we have the makeup head to follow, and we have to follow it exactly. We are not allowed to be creative, because Allison has worked hard to make it just right for the lighting on stage. And so I just look at the instructions, and it's kind of like paint by numbers. I make an outline first. And I put colors where they're supposed to go. So we have our different pans of colors, and then afterwards I'll get a big blending brush.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll mush everything together.
Okay.
And then we spray her with a setting spray, and she's done.
We're catching breast cancer earlier now, and we're treating it more effectively and getting better results. So all those things made me want to get involved in breast cancer care. I've been doing this for 30 years. It's exciting. I see everyday improvements. We're getting better all the time, and I happen to work with one of the best teams in the world, BreastLink. I know how to bond with my patients, and I know they appreciate the fact that I listen to them. I try to work with them and help them find the best solution.
Welcome back. Well, we always enjoy having Jennifer Carmarker here with the Globe headlines, and today she is telling us a little bit about the dog show that they had last week.
Yes, it was last Thursday, and we have some adorable pictures of adorable dogs in today's Globe.
Okay.
About 200 residents and their guests turned out on Thursday at Clubhouse 1 to the annual Laguna Woods Village Dog Show. It was sponsored by the Dog Club, and 27 canines competed for prizes in 5 categories. So I will give the top prize for each category went to Best Wagging Tail was Adele and Blondie. senior dog stroll. That's for dogs 8 and older.
Okay.
That prize went to Mike Peters and Chip. The dog's name was Chip. Best costume, Kathy McAuley and Sienna. Owner lookalike, Manuel Armendariz and Charlie Brown. Oh,
look-alikes?
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Yes, they were wearing the same college. The same college clothes.
Oh, that's so cute. How fun.
And talent went to Janet Bedoy and Lula.
Lula, that's a great name.
Yeah, and the event featured a raffle. It brought in $400 for an organization called Rough. And Rough is a nonprofit. It assists pet owners who can't afford their pet's medical bills.
Exactly right.
So it was a good cause.
We had the dog club on not too long ago, and they were talking about how they've been giving to the Rough organization, which is great.
Yeah, it's a great organization. So check out the Globe for all the wonderful photos. Then we have a story also on our cover about Captain Royce Williams, and of his 227 missions during 37 years of military service, in which he single-handedly shot down 4 Soviet MiG-15s in one 35-minute sortie. It was a record-breaking feat then during the Korean War, and is likely never to be done again. Wow. For over 50 years, Williams had to pledge silence about the mission. Because the then lieutenants yet to be confirmed kills turned from victories to potential threats. So within the week, the intelligence officers pulled him aside, warning him never to speak of the mission to anyone. Now at 93, after post-Soviet Russian outlets released war accounts to the media in 1992, and after the U.S. government gave Williams the okay in 2002, he's finally been able to share his story, and he will share it with members of the American Legion Post 257. That will be on Thursday, June 28th in Laguna Woods Village at Clubhouse 1. The meeting starts at 5 p.m. And after catching a magazine article detailing Williams' account, American Legion Commander Bill Price decided that he had to try to at least get in contact with this most unusual, unbelievable individual. Price said, "I was shocked, number one, that he had to keep that secret for so long about this unique event that has never been done before or since. His story just grabbed me." So those who wish to go to the meeting, they need to make a reservation. They can contact Russ Smith, and Russ's phone is 260-417-6740.
All right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. And then also we have a story on facade enhancements over at the Willow Tree Center. They are beautifying. It's a beautification program, which Rebecca Pennington, who works for the city, told the Globe, storefronts and signage are being brought up to date. She noted that facade enhancements began on the north end of the center at Chase Bank in May and will continue on the south side of the center once the new signage is installed. An end date for the construction was not provided to the city, she said, although they anticipate construction to last a couple months. All businesses are still open during the construction period. And we have 2 new businesses coming into the Willow Tree Center. We have Optima Beauty Salon and Anytime Fitness, which is a 24-hour health and fitness club. And they'll be moving in. We don't have a date for move-in yet. But
that's good.
More businesses coming to town.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
You know, get rid of the ones that aren't working out, and then they bring in some good ones.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. And then we have some photos this week of the Saddleback Memorial Medical Center's Spring Gala. More than 400 physicians, philanthropists, and community members donned formal attire for the Spring Gala that was held Saturday, June 2nd at Monarch Beach Resort. The black tie event netted more than $285,000. Wow. Yes, and that will go toward their Imagine Space redesign project. It will bring the total raised over 3 years to $8.25 million.
Wow, that's great.
That's great, yeah. And this year's gala, the funds will actually help facilitate a new hybrid operating suite for physicians, private rooms for patients, and a new rehabilitation gym. Renovations already completed since the project launched in 2015 include a main nursing station on the 2nd floor, new surgical staff locker room and lounge, and a reconfiguration of the unit's entire surgical unit.
Wow, it's a lot of work.
A lot of work, so.
Good to know.
And finally, we get letters.
Yeah, get some letters.
We always get letters. We have a full page of letters this week. We have a letter that's praising staff members. Okay. Another letter about more recycling tips.
Okay.
And a complaint about new construction parking rules in Third Mutual.
Right.
And we also got a letter from a resident who wants the village to start a volunteer escort service. Now, it's not what you think.
Oh.
Not what you think.
I wasn't thinking anything.
Irene de Blasio writes, an elderly female neighbor and I returned from an evening out and were confronted by two large, hungry-looking coyotes.
Yikes.
She was petrified and refused to leave the carport area. I finally walked her home safely an hour or so later. I would like to recommend a volunteer escort service for such occasions. The security guards are wonderful, but they are needed for emergency situations. If it's dark out, we should be able to ask for a neighbor to escort us home.
I think that's a great idea.
So,
you know how you go around on colleges and they have those podiums that have the blue light, so you can press a button just in case of security.
Right.
So, but that's kind of scary to have those coyotes there.
Hungry-looking coyotes.
Yeah, big, large, hungry. They must look bigger at night. Well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of great stuff today.
I know, and you have great stuff every week. So we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
I'll be here.
Thanks for being here. And if you want your copy of the Globe, make sure you go downstairs to the first floor of the Community Services Building and they can get you one down there. And we'll be right back.
Hiring a realtor you trust is the first step in selling your home. Selecting an escrow company that can safeguard your money and personal information throughout the transaction is the next step. Escrow Options will guarantee the safety of your personal information and funds from the risks of wire fraud and cyber theft. Choose the escrow company that works for you. Escrow Options Group, protecting consumer assets in escrow since 2005.
And welcome back. You know, today is the first day of summer. Technically, I think it started at about something like 3:30 this morning. And this is the longest daylight out of the year. And if you live up in the northern climes in Alaska, you have 24 hours of sunlight.
Yep.
So starting tomorrow, the days will get shorter.
I know, I'm kind of bummed about
that. And what else today is? We found out.
Today is also National Selfie Day. So, all right, Ken, let's do our selfie. You ready?
Michelle is going around taking
Okay, ready? Here we go.
selfies.
All right,
There
smile.
we go.
All right, don't forget to do your selfie today.
So there you are. You can have some fun with that today. And there was something that years ago didn't exist. But I have to tell you something, and this is the truth. When selfies first started getting big, I thought, I was doing that, and photobombing. I was doing that back in the 1970s with my little Kodak camera. I used to put my camera, would put it on a timer. That's one camera that I had. I put it in the refrigerator and opened the refrigerator like I was getting something out. This is nothing new, folks. I did it years ago. And the photobomb thing, I did that years ago.
Well, he is just an inventor, isn't he?
So there you go. All right, our movie today, not today, Friday, is Wait for Your Laugh. And this is actually a documentary about the life of Rosemary, who of course was very big in vaudeville and on stage, and then of course really became famous at the Dick Van Dyke Show. And then after that she did that, she was on the Hollywood Squares for many, many years. And this covers her career as a singing star when she was just a little kid, all the way through her life. I think she passed away late last year. It was shortly after this documentary came out. So a lot of good people. You just saw Dick Van Dyke is in this, and so many other people. Carl Reiner, of course, and they all kind of talk about her and all the different things that went on with the different shows, behind the scenes stuff, and also check this out. It's only 85 minutes, and this will be on Friday.
Good. 90-year career, and looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have on Monday, we have a movie called Swing Away, and that is following a meltdown that leads to a suspension of professional golfer Zoe Papadopoulos. She then travels to her grandparents' village in Greece and to escape the harsh spotlight of the international sports world. Between baking bread and eating baklava, she meets and mentors a 10-year-old girl who is determined against all odds to become the next golf sensation. Along the way, Zoe rediscovers her Greek heritage, her love of the game, and the hidden strength within herself as she inspires the township people in an epic showdown against a greedy American developer. There always has to be a greedy American developer. So good. I mean, I like this. It's all about golf. My daughter played golf in high school, so that was great. Shannon Elizabeth stars in this, John O'Hurley, and it's directed by Michael Nichols, and that is going to be on Monday, June 25th, and that's brought to you by Sterling Financial Advisors.
And I want to mention that despite what you saw there, this movie was sent to us without subtitles.
Oh,
so what you see there, you saw some subtitling there, that's because they're speaking in Greek at certain points.
Well, you can learn a little Greek.
Yeah, certain points of the film. So, but it does not have subtitles throughout the whole movie. So what you see on both showings at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock, it's the Monday film, is going to be the same one. It's just sometimes they send us that way.
Right. Do you want to do any other movies?
Yeah, did I give you that?
Here's this one.
You know what, you got it, and I forgot to give it to myself.
He forgot to give it to himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you on
movies,
Friday, July movies. July 6th, we have Peter Rabbit. July 13th is Annihilation. July 20th, I can only imagine. Be ready with a box of Kleenex for that one.
Which one is that?
I can only imagine. It
yes.
is really good, but you definitely need Kleenex for that one. It is quite the moving movie. And then July 27th, a really fun one, A Wrinkle in Time.
That's a very good movie. Did you see that?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that.
Oh, good. And then some other fun ones on Mondays. July 2nd, we have Tomb Raider. July 9th, Home Again. July 16th is Crooked House. July 23rd, 7 Days in Entebbe. Entebbe, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then July 30th, from 1935, A Midsummer Night's Dream. So
yeah,
super fun movies of all that. So good.
Yeah, A Wrinkle in Time, very good. That is based on the classic book, and it's got Oprah Winfrey in it and Reese Witherspoon. Very,
lots of costumes.
Yeah, lots of costumes, and it's based on the famous book. So yeah, we saw it. It just came out, I want to say around March, February, March.
Yeah, so you guys are lucky to have it here so soon.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, you like to paint? Well, you can. Penny Rubin is giving some painting classes, and this is over in Clubhouse 1, and it begins this Friday, the 22nd. So that is tomorrow. So if you would like to join them, it's a $96 fee. Materials are not included. Please call 597-4273 for more information. Now, the class meets on Fridays from 1:30 to 4:30 in the Clubhouse 1 art room, and that again, that starts tomorrow. That is Friday the 22nd, and it runs for 8 weeks. She's been painting for years, and she taught at several schools, the Fashion Institute of Technology and Parsons School of Design. So great instructor. What I would do is call, and the reason is 597-4273 is the reason I'm saying to call is they can then give you more information on what materials. I don't know if you need materials the first day or what, because it says materials are not included.
Right.
But it is a $96 fee. So
yeah, so that would be for the instruction. It is for 8 weeks. So, and I would definitely call to get on there because it starts tomorrow. Although if you can't start till next Friday, you probably won't miss out.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's what I don't know, because the classes are 3 hours long, and I don't know if starting on tomorrow you're going to need to bring materials or something like that,
right? So
or what is needed.
Definitely call them for sure.
Yeah.
And then for all of you hula dancers out there, they are going to have an exciting hula show, and it's dinner, hula show, crafts for sale, and raffle items. And that is being put on by the Laguna Woods Village Hula Club. Super fun. And that's going to be on Saturday, June 30th, Clubhouse 2. 5:30 doors open, 6 o'clock is dinner service, and then 7 o'clock is the hula show. And like I mentioned, they're going to have crafts for sale and raffle items. They're going to have cultural workshops, weaving, traditional stuff, instruments. They have costume materials and accessories, so they do sew a lot of their own costumes, so they'll show you how they do that. And then they're going to have additional hula and cultural workshops, and then participation in the Polynesian Festival. Now the menu looks amazing. They're going to have succulent Hawaiian smoked pork. I think I want to have it right now. Grilled chicken teriyaki, Hawaiian style rice, island macaroni salad, fresh fruit kebabs, Hawaiian sweet bread, and more. So yum yum. So that is $25 per person, 12 years and older, and that does include dessert and a beverage, a non-alcoholic beverage, but you can bring your own wine. And that again is on June 30th, so it's coming right up.
Very good.
I know, I love it.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
neat. Will they have Dole pineapple? I don't know.
I don't
even
Well, I
think.
hope so. Maybe that's on the fruit kebab.
Yeah, that's on the fruit kebab.
That's on the fruit kebab. Okay, so what else do we have?
If you would like to join in with the Club for Creative Expression, on Sunday the 24th, they have Dancing with Our Stars, a big presentation over at the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are $10, $12, and $15. And if you are a veteran with a valid ID, meaning an ID showing that you were a veteran, I don't know what those IDs look like, but you will get a free $10 ticket.
Great.
So you can head on over to the Performing Arts Center to get those. And again, this is Sunday. It begins at 5:30. And we had one of the dancers on just a few, I think it was last week.
Oh yeah, that gal, that tall gal. Oh, she's just beautiful.
Yeah, so the first day of summer, and as customary, we're in with the June gloom this time of the year. But as you have seen, it burns off, and we got beautiful afternoons, wonderful evenings. I will say that yesterday evening, I noticed the fog coming in, probably hitting the beach communities about 7 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
So if you head on down there and want to enjoy the evening, maybe get down there in the late afternoon, and then bring a light jacket. It doesn't really get cold, but if you want to stroll down there at the beach, as I've been saying, we're looking forward to all the art shows. However, very hard to park down there. Now is the time, the next 2 weeks, of having it to yourself.
Yep.
And the cheaper parking prices.
That's right. That's right.
Here we are around Orange County and beyond today. Beaches will look about 73 today, and then low 80s everywhere else, including San Diego, about 79 down there, and Lake Arrowhead about the same.
All right.
Yeah, so
Looking
good weather.
Yeah, really good
nice.
weather. All right, and on tomorrow's show, we will have Dan Oweiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. We're going to have Carol Moore with the City Council meeting update, and then Janie Durrell and Brett Crane are going to be here for the United Update. So have a great day.
Bye-bye.